Rib remodeling ready? These are the do's and the don'ts of rib remodeling recovery, and I'm going to guide you through what to do, what not to do. My name is Samantha, and I am a post-op provider in Chicago, Illinois, and I underwent the rib remodeling procedure with a reverse tummy tuck as well. And I'm not going to give you the generic do's and don'ts, like get a board certified surgeon, like that should be like common sense by now, ladies, okay? So I'm going to give you the real tips, and here they are. So we're going to start off with plan for your recovery. And what does planning mean? Planning means to basically make sure everything that needs to be getting taken care of while you are recovering can get taken care of. So that means getting your clothes out for your kids, helping your family, meal prepping, okay? Get all of that stuff together before you go through surgery. That is number one, prepare for it. All right, so number two is very important. It's gonna be the nutrition. I did my nutrition, I got strict on it at least 2 months before my surgery, and I continued it. I'm 2 months post-op now, and I'm still very strict on it. Every once in a while, you know, I do go and get some cheese and, you know, get some good American food that's not healthy, but it's delicious. So moderation is everything. So plan for that. All right. So number three, make sure that you have help. This is very important. This is very important for your mental health. This is very important because you may need help getting up and off of a bed, of a couch, in and out of a car, just simply somebody opening up that door, because even when you go to open up that door and close the door, you're using back muscles here, okay? So you're gonna need help. I highly recommend not doing this procedure by yourself, and get somebody with you for sure, at least for the first week, okay? And that will help you out tremendously. So number four is a lift recliner. A lift recliner will save you from hurting yourself, and I did. I hurt myself getting in and out of bed, and that was before I had the lift recliner. I should just got the damn lift recliner, called it a day, and been safe sleeping, getting up and off, right? So I highly recommend getting a lift recliner. Once again, you can get it at Walmart, you can get it on Amazon. They're about $300. You can even rent those. Number five, invest in foam, okay? Foam is going to help you from being extremely sore throughout this procedure. A lot of girls that I hear that have done the surgery have been very sore, in pain, even in pain, they've told me, okay? And I believe that it's because they are not wearing a 360 foam. So underneath this right now, I have a Faja on right now just because I'm sitting, and I have a 360 foam on. So this 360 foam, 360 all the way around, that is what I wear. I also invested in EpiFoam. EpiFoam I wore under this foam as well. So I had it doubled up, depending on like how tender my ribs were and my muscles were, I would stack the foam as well, just to keep everything protected and as comfortable as possible. Invest in foam, all right? They also have some good foam on Amazon too. If you guys need some links, reach out to me. I can give you some good links for foam. Okay, so number six is wear your Faja, all right? So even if you don't get liposuction and you just get the rib remodeling, I highly recommend you wear a Faja as well, okay? Because if you do not get a Faja and you just wear a waist trainer or you wear a corset around, so this area here, this is where from your belly button down, you're gonna drain. So all this area is gonna drain. And if you only have compression here and it's not even all the way down here, this area is gonna look like you're pregnant, like no lie. So get a Faja on underneath your waist trainer or your corset, however you are, whichever one you're wearing, okay? I wore a corset once in a while. I had a very hard time getting it on by myself because of the lace in the back. So I opted for a waist trainer and a Velcro belt, which I can show you guys that later. Okay, so on to number seven. Number seven is take your measurements. So number one, I hate wearing a Faja in general. And now I was wearing doubled up foam, a waist trainer, and on top of that, a Velcro belt. So very restricting, right? I could breathe, of course, right? But I don't like being confined like that, okay? So what made me kind of get through this was every time I took that waist trainer off, I measured myself. And when I saw my measurements, it gave me the motivation to just keep going, get the Faja on, get these foams on, get the waist trainer on, and just get through it. So I'm down to 1 more month left in this, and I really recommend making sure you take your measurements and make sure that you're decreasing in your inches. okay? And not expanding the ribs. So measurements. Okay, number eight is if you are able to get an IV after this procedure, if you are able to get, there's a shot that we have at the office, it's called GAL. I don't know what it is.
An intramuscular shot called glutamine, arginine, and lysine, or GAL, and it helps with muscle growth and bone growth.
Bone recovery. I know that it's good for mood as well. So I really love those two, the IV and the GAL shot, GAL. And I feel like those really helped me, especially the first week. On the 4th day, I hurt myself. By the time I got to my follow-up on the 7th day, I felt better. I was okay. But that shot and the IV, I just felt so good the very next day. So I think that that will speed up the recovery and it will make you feel better. So number 8, get an IV and get a GAL shot if you can. Number 9, keep your corset on as much as possible. All right. So if it does get a little bit intense, like I have worn a waist trainer more so than a corset. So I know some doctors will recommend you to wear a corset. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a post-op provider, a massage therapist that has went through this procedure. I know that my waist has shrunk almost 5 inches, if not 5 inches already. And I wore a waist trainer. It worked. I watched my nutrition. I've been also making sure that I don't lose weight as well, make sure I'm eating enough. But my ribs, they formed down to a 22.5-inch waist. And I was able to do that with the Faja, the foam, the waist trainer, and a Velcro belt, and without wearing a real hard, aggressive boning corset with the lace in back that was kind of hard to get to on your own. So I recommend wearing either the corset or the waist trainer and all that other stuff that I mentioned as much as possible to get down to your desired results. That will help you out. If you're not wearing it and your bones are still moving around, there's a good chance that your ribs can go ahead and expand back out. And the more active you are, the more chances that can happen. So wear it as much as possible, be as strict as you can with it, and you'll get through it. It's only 3 months to wear it, all right? Number 10. This is very important, and I'm actually gonna do a whole separate video on this, and this is about positioning. So before you get this procedure, some girls will get this in a combo procedure, like they'll get a rib remodeling and they'll get that with a BBL. And you're gonna need to know how to sleep with that, all right? So ask your doctor his recommendations on sleeping positions. And like I said, I will do a whole video on position sleeping with the rib remodeling and combo surgery with it. That leads me into going into the don'ts for this procedure. Other than that, everyone, like and subscribe to videos, and I will continue to make these videos because I know there's not a lot of rib remodeling videos out there. So I'm trying to get these for you girls. All right, so that's what I got.